Kia ora. So this is just a quick little introduction video to this awesome little thing called Clicky.com that works amazingly with drawing tablets. So I'm going to just show the basic things just so you'll know, like, if it gets frustrating or whatever, hopefully we can get back on track. So the paintbrush tool is selected by default, and that's obviously the thing. Now I'm using a trackpad at the moment, not a drawing pad, and that's how you can draw your things, right? There are different adjustments, like the blend, which you can play around with. I think this is like the needle size, which we can see. Now we've got kind of a sketchy needle. It's not needle. What am I talking about? Tattoo brain. Brush. All right, what's this one? Yeah, it's a bit looks a bit scratchy. I don't like it. Since I don't like it, I can press Control and Z and undo. In fact, I'm going to undo everything. All right, so just looking at these different brushes, that's a smudge tool. That's actually super useful. So I'm just going to draw something and then go to the smudge tool and then smudge it. There you go. I mean, there's lots of artistic effects you could create with just that. All right. Of course, there's the color selector here. Oh, I'm still on smudge tool. So you can paint in different colors. You can also make your brush bigger, like that, and do big, thicker lines. This is going to look awful. But one thing that you should know is if I want to completely redo my drawing, I can press this little white, looks like a new page, and then it asks me what size do I want. You can change that if you need. You can also change the background. Well, that's the size. Change the background color, whatever. I'm just going to go OK, and now I've got a new canvas. Now, with the trackpad on the pencil, if you accidentally press the button while you draw, what that is the zoom feature, and you can end up with this weird thing where it's not just your whole canvas isn't just small, it'll be way over here or something weird like that. And I actually find it a little bit difficult to navigate back. So using these tools up here, you can zoom back in. Oh, we've lost it. So I'm going to the hand tool and drag it back towards the middle. And then I should be able to plus until it's back to the regular size. Now that's an undo feature. So I can undo whatever the last thing was. Of course, the whole point was to delete it. So I'm going to go back up here. Boom. Make a new one here. Cool. So those are some of the basic tools. Underneath the brush tool, there's also a paint bucket tool to fill in shapes and things that you make. In fact, this shape tool is actually really handy. So even with my little trackpad, I can draw a perfect rectangle. And then go back in with the paint bucket tool. I'm going to go with a lighter shade of red and fill it in. That's useful. All right, I could also do, instead of a rectangle, I can do a circle like that. If I press shift, it'll lock into a perfect circle. Otherwise, it's like an oval if I don't have shift pressed. All right, so I'm trying to make a perfect circle. If I just hit shift and move it, it'll pop right into that. And then I'll go back to the paint bucket tool. I'm going to fill it with some weird green. Blip. So like that, you can start with basic shapes and then, draw them up. A lot of drawing is done like that. One more feature in this little video is this here is the layers tool. This is super useful. Let me show you. First thing is this slider. So this is layer 1. Everything I've done is on one layer. I can actually turn the opacity down so that's a little bit transparent. And then I can press this plus, pop up in a new layer. And this one has 100% opacity. and go back to just the brush tool and draw something. That's in a different layer. Now, on this Layers tab, see the ones that are checked are the ones that we can actually see. So I can uncheck it, and then I just have that layer. This checkerboard pattern just means the background is transparent. Now, my amazing piece of art, if I want to download it and use it somewhere, I can press this little arrow, and it will go into my downloads folder, which there's a handy little button there. I could open it, and it'll just open straight to it. Alternatively, I can click on File Explorer and then find my downloads folder there. Here it is. Yeah, and that's that picture downloaded, which I can then use. I can import it and put it in a Word doc for like a project or an assignment, or not that I would do this for this amazing piece of art. In fact, I'm going to press the delete button and get rid of it. But you get the idea. So that's just a basic overview, and I'll make some more videos just to show some of the more advanced features like text and all that stuff. So I'll catch you in the next one.